back to Foresights TV with me, Esma. The Indus Water Treaty or IWT, signed in 1960 between India and Pakistan with the World Bank as the guarantor, has long been hailed as one of the most enduring water sharing agreements in the world. It divided control over 6 rivers of the Indus basin, granting India access to the eastern rivers, which is Ravi, Beas and Satluj, and Pakistan to the western ones, Indus, Jhelum and Chenab, with provisions for limited Indian use of western rivers. However, recent developments have changed the landscape. In the wake of continued Pakistan-backed terror attacks, including a recent strike on civilians in Pahalgaon, India has put the treaty in cold storage, signaling a bold departure from decades of water diplomacy and ushering in a new era of strategic hydropolitics. Here's a special report from Foresights TV. India's recalibration of its Indus policy is now centered around fast-tracking key hydroelectric projects in Jammu and Kashmir, Kishan Ganga, Ratley and Pakaldal. These projects, once subject to endless objections and delays under the framework of the IWT, are now being repositioned as levers of strategic pressure rather than mere energy infrastructure. The Kishan Ganga project, inaugurated in 2018 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, diverts water from the Jhelum River through a 23-kilometer tunnel to power 330 MW of electricity. Its operational status has already created a precedent for water diversion under India's interpretation of the treaty. More significantly, Pakaldal hydroelectric project, also inaugurated in 2018, represents a turning point. With a storage capacity of 1000 MW and an 167-meter dam height, it's the first project to give India substantial control over water flow, not just its usage. Scheduled for completion by mid-2026, Pakaldal will allow India to regulate the release of water to Pakistan, a powerful geopolitical tool in any future conflict or standoff. Another major point of concern for Pakistan is the 850 megawatt Ratley project located on the Chenab River, with the diversion of the river completed at Drabshalla in 2023. The dam area has been isolated, allowing for excavation and construction to begin. Despite Pakistan's repeated objections to the design features of Ratley, including spillway height and drawn-down levels, India has continued construction under sovereign authority, especially after the Modi government formally approved the project in 2021 at a cost of 5,282 crore. The psychological impact of India's move is already evident. Pakistan's political class, under pressure from an increasingly restless population, has responded with alarm. The Pakistan government has leveled India's decision as an act of war, and PPP leader Bilawal Bhutto went out as far as to threaten that either our water or their blood will flow in the Sindhu. These statements reflect the acute sensitivity around water in Pakistan, where agriculture and survival are deeply reliant on Indus basin rivers. With the IWT now considered effectively suspended or irrelevant by India, Islamabad's objections on international forums no longer hold the same weight. India's control over water resources is now not just an energy policy but a strategic doctrine designed to increase pressure on Pakistan while asserting sovereignty in Jammu and Kashmir. India's move to sideline the Indus Water Treaty marks a significant shift from cooperative water sharing to assertive hydro strategy. No longer constrained by treaty-era hesitations, New Delhi is positioning water as a tactical and geopolitical asset, using infrastructure development as both shield and sword. The Kishan Ganga, Pakaldal and Ratley projects, once symbolic of diplomatic frictions, are now central to India's broader strategic posture. While the decision has drawn criticism and escalated rhetoric from Pakistan, the Indian government appears resolute in using water resources to exert pressures in response to cross-border terrorism. With major milestones being achieved and completion of key projects on the horizon, India is rewriting the rules of engagement, not just militarily but through its rivers. This shift is not just about water. It's about control, deterrence, and long overdue strategic assertiveness. An approach that reflects the complex interplay of natural resources, national security, and regional geopolitics in South Asia. That's all for today. Thanks for watching Foresights TV with me, Isma.